told you that the best niche to be in when it comes to cryptocurrency is crypto gaming when the markets are down.
Oh, DD, oh, what it is, oh.
That's exactly why play to earn became a thing in the first place. Back in June, Bitcoin was hitting 30K while people in the Philippines were crazing over the inception of Axie Infinity's bull run mania. It caused what was one of the biggest retail mass adoption events for crypto gaming's history. And now I'm thinking Bitcoin is corrected finally from 73K down to what is now 61,000, was 56K at one point. I wanted to go over 10 crypto games that either have not released and have airdrop events that you can take advantage of to get free tokens before their TGE, or crypto games that have already launched but do give you the opportunity, if you are skilled enough, to still get tokens in 2024. If you're someone that's been trying to get started from $0 to somewhere, this is likely to be your video. If you're someone that's also looking into these crypto games and are looking for new opportunities in the markets while crypto gaming is a little bit slow, this is also the video for you. But disclaimer, not all of these airdrops are going to make you millionaires. There was a time where most people on the curve were of the opinion that crypto gaming airdrops weren't worth it, until we got crypto gaming airdrops like Mavia, where people were earning $50 to $80 just for installing a game. Just as simple as that. So now we're in a point in crypto gaming where some of these airdrops like the Mojo one, etc., where people are farming on Twitter, just spamming the timelines, has become quite a bit slower and less of a game. However, now that the markets have corrected, a lot of people have begun to forget about crypto gaming. So these airdrops might actually be worth significantly more than airdrops had they come out during the peak craze in gaming. So with this being said, let's get right into the video. So the first one I want to talk about is Echelon Prime. Now the Echelon Prime Foundation, they've got two games. The first one is Parallel, which is the one where you can earn these Prime tokens. And the second one is Colony, which is taking advantage of the AI narrative in AI narrative influenced game. Echelon Prime, Parallel, that's the main one I want to talk about. If you actually play the game right now, there are plenty of examples of people making very good money off of playing Parallel. For example, we could see here Ken Z just received his first ever Prime earnings just playing Parallel and getting 5 wins per day. So Ken Z played for 12 days. He spent $60 for his deck and is averaging 0.5 Prime per day, which is actually pretty damn solid. 0.5 Prime at these prices is like what, $9 per day. He gets his return on his deck in less than 10 days. If you're remotely skilled in this thing, you're going to be doing pretty well. Just doing some math on Prime, you could buy a starter deck for 0.01 ETH around there. On average, it seems like starter decks can earn about 0.4 Prime per day or 146 per year, which if you actually do the math right now, that's somewhere around $2.7 thousand just right now. And you know, according to Avos here, it's gonna hit $111. That's $16,000 per year, which is not sustainable at all, right? Like, let's be honest, not the most sustainable thing in the world, because of the fact that not most of you are not going to be winning all of your games. And, you know, maybe you're not even going to get 5 wins. Maybe you're not going to be high ranked, but if you're of decent ranking, you're going to be earning pretty well on Prime. They also have the AI narrative going for them with NVIDIA's earnings call. If you didn't know, NVIDIA, huge stock, huge company, their earnings call is going to be coming out in the next 3 weeks. And so I presume that a lot of these AI plays are going to be getting extra attention, and so Echelon Prime is likely to be of a higher price as a result of this news, and that's why we're seeing Echelon Prime up 17% today. So the second game is Heroes of Mavia. Heroes of Mavia, they came out with a bang. This was the first one that really absolutely killed it in the markets for the airdrop meta, and is why everybody is grinding the heck out of crypto gaming airdrops right now. If you look at its price action, it's finally cooled down since then. What we're talking about though is not the Heroes of Mavia token itself, but it's actually this right here, which is the Ruby marketplace for Heroes of Mavia. This is where they're going to be able to sell these cosmetics that people are going to want because they want to go ahead, they want to flex on others. If Heroes of Mavia is to be a game that gets decent adoption, then these rubies, which you earn every single day by battling on Heroes of Mavia, you're going to be doing pretty damn well. And also, they've gone ahead and done several things to elongate their token, which I think is a great thing. The Mavia token emission reduction went down by over 80%. So people are getting 80% 20% less tokens on their vesting. Absolutely enormous news for people holding Mavia. They have over 4 million global downloads on Heroes of Mavia. So clearly there's going to be some sort of demand for these rubies. And that's a big reason why we hold the #1 guild in the United States called the Roy Boys, which if you haven't entered already, you should probably go ahead and join. Illuvium announced an enormous airdrop, very large airdrop, $19 million or 200,000 Illuvium tokens. This is going to be distributed from several layers. The first one was the loyalty layer, so people that were just holding. You missed that one though. If you're looking at this video and you don't have any Illuvium, you could take advantage of when this thing goes pretty much open beta. Right now, they just went ahead and announced the people that were going to be able to enter during the private beta. We were fortunate enough to get some spots. I'll leave links in the description for this, but overall, you're gonna have to wait until the next phase, which is going to be a lot more competitive. However, there are still a lot of tokens for people to get distributed on. And so if you're good at Illuvium, if you grind the hell out of this game, then you'll be able to get at least a bit of a cut. Don't expect it to be the most profitable thing in the world, but if you're someone that enjoys auto battler games, if you're someone that enjoys revamped overworlds that are trying to do things similar to Power World, then you're going to enjoy what Illuvium is pushing right now. The next one is Immutable, and this one, I know it's not a game, but it is an ecosystem, and this ecosystem is doing $50 million worth of rewards, which is like kind of crazy. It's a lot of money. Immutable hasn't really done this before. This is the first time that they're getting out there and giving people a lot of money for things. Immutable right now is at a $3 billion market cap, and so these $50 million could very well be significantly higher. I mean, this airdrop is already 5% higher because Immutable's up 5% on the day. So this number could very well be much higher by the end of it all. But if you go sign up with your passport, get your gems, everything in between, we will leave links in the description for everything here. You can farm gems, and this will end up being a part of that $50 million in rewards, which I'm sure is going to be also very, very competitive and difficult to get. Now, WAGMI Games is the next one. This one, you don't earn tokens in the game per se, but you do earn cards, which the cards in the WAGMI Games ecosystem have held their value really well. WAGMI Games has teased brand new graphics for the game. This is a tower defense game. They're actually releasing WAGMI Defense pretty soon in summer of 2024. They've also teased their anime trailer, which is looking also pretty epic as well. The main way to gamify this to earn off of WAGMI Games, it's playing it every day. It's by using speed ups to go ahead and open these chests, which will give you cards, and that's how you earn. What's important to keep in mind is that while cards may not be worth as much if you're grinding them right now, they will be worth more in the future because people will not always be able to earn these little preseason cards. Founders packs, there's beta cards that have, just gotten so much volume in a short period of time because people need these cards to stack them together to make the higher rarity. So let's say you want to make your epic card into a legendary card, you're going to need a certain amount of epic cards to burn to make a legendary card, which means that this ecosystem, it's deflationary. There's only so many cards you can make, and once this game fully launches, there's going to be a lot more people with a lot more liquidity looking to get some of these rare cards to go ahead and flex on their buddies. Nyan Heroes is the next game. Nyan Heroes is my favorite competitive game right now in the market. It's on Solana. Giant cats, mechs. We love mechs. This is one that is in the play to airdrop meta. They just finished their season 1 where people were able to do social campaigns as well as play the game to get meows, which was the airdrop points that translate into what is their Nyan token, the token that's going to be used for everything within their ecosystem. When it comes to Nyan and your opportunities, season 2 is going to be the big one. They're going to be introducing ranked for the first time. This is a big deal because if you're actually good at third-person shooter games like Overwatch, then you're going to be able to get a much larger share of this airdrop specifically. I know some people that pretty much full-time were playing this game to grind meows and be able to get the top of the leaderboard. I mean, Xborg, for example, they had this huge esports team that just all day, every day grinded for the top of the leaderboard. So if you're down for this, you could actually earn quite a bit if you're good at these games. So if you're bad, then you probably just shouldn't farm the Nyan Heroes airdrop. Engines of Fury has mega giveaways to celebrate their IDO. ChainGPT, Citus Pad, Engines of Fury, hopping on there, $10,000 each in tokens off of what is a Gleam link. They also have a Zeely campaign for their Fury token. We'll of course leave everything in the description. And you just do simple stuff. I mean, welcome to the Fury, provide your email, visit the website, follow them on Twitter. Pretty much it. Maybe you want to go ahead and like and retweet a bunch of posts. A lot of these guys are doing social campaigns right now. It's the easiest thing in the world to go ahead and get free tokens for projects that are launching, especially some of these more hyped ones. You should just get into these because it's not a lot of effort for what you're getting in return, possibly, of course. So they're gonna have the Fury IDO. I'm assuming it's gonna happen sometime this month or early next month. It's a free-to-play top-down extraction shooter brought by AAA teams to Web3. I know this one's launching what seems to be very, very soon, so you're not gonna have that much time to farm this one, but also something you should probably be paying attention to for sure. Star Heroes, $1.6 million. That's the big headline here with Star Heroes. Star Heroes is my favorite space game in Web3 right now. I've played in this one. I've invested in this one. They have over 400,000 pre-registered players, a $1.6 million esports prize pool. They're doubling down on esports. They had this little mini tournament in Poland, and I think that for the European user base, Star Heroes is going to be a pretty big game. They're powered by Microsoft. GameSwift is out there helping them out, pretty much built by GameSwift. So huge attention to Star Heroes because I feel like they're one of those games that not a lot of people are paying attention to. And so if you're good at games like this, then you're going to be able to farm a heck of a lot of the Star token. Love Monster is the next one. They are a game similar to what Axie Infinity was back in the day. They're trying to mold it off of a person that has done some pretty incredible art. Creative visionaries from Disney and Marvel are building out the IP for what Love Monster is. It's an epic strategic turn-based combat game on mobile and PC. They've had their airdrop running for a while now, but Patrick, which is one of the characters in the game, has reserved 20 million love tokens for the airdrop farming campaign with a 100% unlock after TGE. So it's going to be some pretty heavy pressure there. You get very easy points here. You complete daily quests, battle in the arena, just pretty much play the game and you get love tokens. So if you're trying to get into an ecosystem, has a pretty low FTV, then Love Monsters is going to be that one. I don't think you're going to have that much time here for Love Monster. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be hesitant because it might feel just a little bit like what Axie was back in the day, but I'm going to be the first one to say that at the end of the day, Axie Infinity's SLP has become deflationary over time. The economy at scale has not yet been proven, but at a smaller scale, it absolutely has. It's been doing very well for itself. So if this team can build out their IP and get enough demand, then Love Monster could be an absolute killer play. And, you know, considering the fact that you're just doing an airdrop, there's not much risk there. It's just time. So Bubble's the next one. Bubble had a social campaign, enormous social campaign, tons and tons of people playing it and using it. Now, what am I talking about here when I'm talking about imaginary ones? Remember imaginary ones, they were an NFT collection. They were pretty big at one point. Nowadays, a bit on the smaller side, but they have recently pivoted into gaming, which I think is pretty cool. I like that some of these PFP collections are now pivoting into gaming. They're powering the Bubble coin, which the Bubble coin, they have a social campaign as well as an actual gameplay campaign to get the Bubble coin airdrop. You need to own the imaginary ones, imaginary rides NFTs, you farm them, and then boom, you get tons and tons of different goodies. You can also get an imaginary pass, which is given to people that participate in community events. They're given by various different communities, or whether or not you're active on Twitter or X. Simple as that. This game is a lot like Temple Run, or if you've ever played Subway Surfers. They started this airdrop campaign back in the 22nd of December 2023. And so what this means for you is that you don't have that much time left, but you can take advantage of the little time that is left to farm some Bubble while the markets are in a bit of a correction. So that's going to be it. If you haven't already, check out the games. Links are all in the description. It's important to keep in mind that no, you're not going to become a millionaire off of these airdrops. This is more geared toward people that are new into crypto while also exploring the different variety of genres that crypto gaming can offer. I mean, it's just $0 invested unless you're, you know, into some of these games like Prime, where if you're good at TCGs, then you're going to be able to make some shmoolah. So until next time, stay classy, and that's all.